Hi there, listener. You're about to experience TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games, and there will be plenty of game talk, but also copious amounts of crude, off-color, offensive, and immature speech. So if you are of a rather sensitive humor constitution, we're just letting you know what you're in for with this show. It has games. It has jokes. You know, just games and jokes. Take the games, take the jokes, and have a good time.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to another TADPOG podcast. It's a show that happens twice a week, where two old guys keep it sort of a classical, traditional, old school.
Keep it real.
And yeah, keep it 100. We haven't done. That's a throwback. We haven't done in a while.
We're just kicking it.
Yeah. This would have been our Little Fears retrospective, but Nicole got very, very ill.
Is she okay? Have you heard from her since earlier?
I have not.
Yeah. So she's probably.
I didn't hear from her in the first place. I heard from Josh, like, she's very sick. I'm like, oh, okay. Nicole is usually like, no, I'm sick. No, it's fine. Whatever. But Josh is like, no, I need to stay here and take care of her. So, like, they're both out.
I heard from her earlier this morning. She texted me, but it worries me that Josh had to text you later in the day.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, well, I guess that went pretty south.
I spent all of my energy texting Dave.
I'm out.
So we had a few hours to, well, what do you want to do tonight? Same thing we do every night, Dave. Well, because we were like, well, do we want to take calls? Do we want to do something else? And I was like, well, I did play a game, actually, recently. Yeah,
I'm curious why you played this game. Because like when you mentioned it to me, I was like, why did you play this game?
Because Brandon Gadsby's daughter was like, hey, you have to play this game.
Okay.
I was like, okay. He's like, it'll only take you like 30 minutes. Okay, let's play this game.
It will blow your mind.
And I did. And I was like, this game was like very representative of my life, my junior and senior year of high school, and my freshman year of college.
When I played this game, I thought of you.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely what I did.
Like when I was playing it, I was like, man, I bet Tyler's really good at this game. Like really, really, really good.
I couldn't like change my screen name to anything or put any pictures or any, But what we're going to be talking about is a free-to-play game on Steam called Emily is Away. But before that, I'm your bearded host, Tyler. And we got that MRE.
Yeah, we got the MRE that was sent to us last episode, and we saved it.
Mm-hmm.
So we got it.
So we got this to try. I've got a bevy of hot sauces to try and cover up, but I expect to be just misery in a bag.
Yeah. So this is, again, in case you missed last episode, this is an MRE from Michael H.
Yeah.
So thank you, maybe, Michael H.
So I guess we have sort of a double military whammy because St. Zach was passed through town on his way to his new residence. It's far away. I'm not going to say where it is just in case, but it's far away. It's another helicopter shop, like far away in the United States. If that's too much information. But I don't know what this is. I didn't look in it. I just took it out of the box.
It's a box of something.
It's got that digital, the box is the digital camo.
Yeah.
And there are dog tags on it.
Is that a dog tag? It looked like an icon, like a blood pack.
There's flames on one end, dog tags on the other end, and I make out the English letters, okay, exclamation point. Everything else is in Korean.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what this is.
Are those nutrition facts on the side there? Is this food?
Oh, man. You know what? I wonder if this is also an MRE.
Oh, my God.
I wonder if we're going to be eating.
I'm going to double up on the MRE.
I hope MyFitnessPal has logs for menu one chili with beans MRE and then just Korean MRE.
Well, you're in luck. I got about 350 calories left for today, so I imagine I could probably eat both of these.
If Zach's package, I'll open it up a little bit. And if it's an MRE, then we should save it. I don't want to eat 2 MREs.
What? You don't want to eat 2 MREs?
Oh, I mean, it has, okay. I don't know how many servings are in it, but it says 564 kcals. That is in English too.
Okay.
So it's not important to know what you're eating.
Well-
just how many calories it is.
We also, there's nothing to say that we have to eat all of it either. Like, you seem committed to this.
I support our troops,
Yeah.
Dave. We have to eat this entire MRE.
I don't know why you think we got to eat them all.
That's true.
We just take
It's
a bite.
100% true.
It'd be like, yep, that's gross, like we expected. Moving on.
All right, so the first one here is the Department of Defense meal ready to eat individual menu 1 chili with beans.
Are we allowed to have this?
We didn't buy it, so I guess
Okay. I don't know how that works.
I open it up and we hear chopper sounds.
Yeah.
Because there's a small chance this could turn us into dual Captain America.
Yeah, the super soldier serum is hidden in one bag of MRE. Just random. Oh, that sounded like you opened up Jack Link's beef jerky. Today's episode is sponsored by Jack Link's beef jerky. You gotta prank that Sasquatch dog.
All right, so the bag is empty.
So
And-
Impresario Tony was saying there should be like a heating element that's included with it.
Because I was going to open it ahead of time thinking I had to cook it, but because he said that, I did not.
So if we have to pause to cook it, it's Tony's fault.
Okay. Yeah, there is definitely some sort of heater in it.
Okay. Are we gonna need? I mean, is like one of those packs where
Well, here-
like the hand warmer things.
I think so. Here's a packet of ground red pepper,
Oh, okay. I'll just go ahead and eat that now.
1 spoon,
All right, awesome. I was hoping we could share a spoon.
a bag of cheese spread.
Cheese spread. Okay.
Cheese spread. The number 1 ingredient is cheddar cheese, though.
Okay.
I'm impressed by that.
That is good.
Here is strawberry banana dairy shake powder.
Ah, what do you put that in?
I guess the chili.
Yeah, obviously. You don't want to see this.
A pack of Twizzlers.
Okay. That's nice.
Tortillas. A huge packet of, I guess, other supplies. So here is instant coffee. What I assume is gum.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to add this strawberry banana dairy shake powder to water.
Good, I've got
So-
some water.
So get ready to ruin your water.
What is this? What are you? A napkin? Okay. Here's some sugar, a moist towelette, salt,
Okay.
non-dairy creamer. Okay.
I want to go ahead and assess so far. So far, so good. I'm impressed.
Yeah, Mexican-style corn in another little container.
Okay.
Okay. This is what I assume is the big deal. Here it is, chili with beans.
Okay. That's a very small box.
1 pouch, 230 calories.
Okay.
Ingredients, water, and beef patty crumble. Beef patty crumble. All right, well, let's see.
Oh, it looks like a Kit Kat.
It's a
A giant
combination of
Kit
a
Kat.
Kit Kat inside one of the mixes for like brownie batter you buy.
Yeah. How come we didn't get any astronaut ice cream in here? That's what I want.
Okay, well, here's the heating element. Vapors released by activated heater contain hydrogen, a flammable gas. Do not place near an open flame.
Okay.
All right, no open flames in here.
Check. None of those.
Vapors released can displace oxygen. When 10 or more heaters are used inside a vehicle or sort of ventilation system.
Say that again.
I guess don't open inside a really small place.
Well, we can't help that.
It's I don't know.
Not ventilated at
It's
all.
bigger. It's bigger than a car.
We got our blanket fort. That should help us.
Hot water leakage can burn and cause cold weather injury. Use caution when activating heater pocket. After heating, the heater bag and MRE will be very hot.
Okay.
Discard the heater after one use. Okay.
So how long does it take? Are we going to be like, are we going to need to start recording this episode and then pause 30 minutes in?
Okay, I'm looking at the operating instructions. Okay. Remove MRE pouch from carton and save carton. Okay, carton's over here.
Got it.
Tear the top up the bag, place MRE in pouch in the bag. Then I need to pour water in it.
Okay.
Let's see. It tells me here's the heating unit. I put it back inside the case.
It's like the crisper for the Hot Pocket, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Stuff assembly in the carton and top fold it over. And step 5 is here where it kind of gets me.
Okay.
With the heater underneath MRE, hold carton level until heater feels warm. And it tells you what to do. Like there's a depiction of the full MRE with the heater inside of it. And you've got it propped up against rock or something.
Yes. Is that literally what it says?
It literally
rock or
says
something?
rock or something.
Oh my God. I love that.
I guess a trained soldier will see rock and be like, I must find a rock. So now it's giving you some leeway to be like rock or something.
Okay.
And make sure I take a picture of that.
God, I love that rock or something. Like I guarantee you a graphic designer had fun with that. Because they were just like, I'm just going to put rock or something and see if anyone says anything. Holy shit, no one said anything.
And put on your resume, are you the rock or something guy?
I'm the rock or something guy.
Take a picture of that.
Hello, I'm Tim. I'm the rock or something guy. Thanks for inviting me to this AIGA conference. I know I'm a big hero. If you guys want to give me money or something, that's fine.
Okay, tear here to use the bag. All right.
So, did you sleep through MRE class at Sullivan?
Actually, a large number of the chefs were ex-military.
Really?
So I'm surprised they didn't have something like that.
I'm not. They were probably like, that shit was awful. I'm here to make cakes now, bitch.
Okay. MRE in the bag with here. Okay, so here's the chili with beans.
All right.
Chili with beans is going inside the bag. I don't know how much editing we're going to do to this.
This will be fine. Considering that it's 10:30, probably none, right?
Till it reaches the level of the lines. I don't see the level with the lines. Let's see.
Are there lines on that bag? So you just pour water in until you get to the line?
I guess here. We'll see. It'll be a fun experiment. We'll just use your rock star instead of this water to see what happens.
Yeah, let's just see what happens.
Hot rock star.
It's a monster, man. Come on.
Hot monster.
You want me to put my hot monster in that bag? Oh, it sounds good. Let's pick it up in the mics. It's wonderful. Are there lines on that bag, or are we just pouring water in?
I think there are lines on the bag. I think I can see the lines. All right.
You'd think they would be clear, right?
I can do an approximation. All right. It looks good enough. Okay.
Step 2. Are the things in there, the bag crackling?
Yep.
Can you hold it up to the mic? I don't know about all that. That sounds like rats in a bag.
Well, I'm gonna fold this over. I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Do you need me to give you the rock or something at this point?
Slide heater MRE to bottom of the bag. Okay, so now I'm supposed to put it back.
All right, so you're putting it back in the box? Mm-hmm. Okay. So how much do you think MRE technology has changed over the years?
None.
Like, this has been their system, like, since the Napoleonic Wars or something? Sounds like you're boiling noodles. Tyler, I've taken the liberty of going to mreinfo.com, which is a website that's all about MREs. Tyler, did you know that the MRE was adopted as the Department of Defense combat ration in 1975?
Yeah.
A large-scale production test began in 1978 with delivery in 1981. That's the year that I was born. So I'd like to think I'm responsible for MREs.
MRE baby.
Yeah, that's what they called me. Let's see. So they tested it a whole bunch. It doesn't say anything about deaths or anything like that. So they added okay, so this is, okay. So during Operation Desert Storm, MREs were eaten by troops for far longer than they were originally intended. They were originally intended for 10 days or less. Many troops ate them for 60-plus days. I assume that they waited 60-plus days and they didn't eat them for 60-plus days.
These pouches are taking forever.
Oh, my God. Why do we order such large pouches? I knew I shouldn't have gone for the triple XL. As a result, 3 changes were quickly made to supplement the MREs and enhance their acceptability. Number 1, shelf-stable bread in an MRE pouch was developed. Number 2, a high-heat stable chocolate bar was developed that wouldn't melt in the desert heat. And
pretty good.
3, flameless ration heaters were developed as a quick and easy method for troops to heat their entrees. I don't know if that's the same technology that we're enjoying at the moment.
I would assume so.
What did you use? There's no rock on the table, so did you use another MRE to prop up this MRE?
Yes, I did. I think other MREs fall under the category or something.
Yo, dog, heard you liked MREs.
But you wish you could make them properly? Got you this rock.
So what the fuck are civilian MREs? That's a thing on this site. That might be, does that look like what we're eating?
Pretty similar.
Okay, so ever since Y2K and natural disasters such as Hurricane Katrina, there has been a strong demand for a meal ready-to-eat type of product that is available to everyone, the common man.
While you read this, I'm going to get 2 bowls because I thought we could just eat it out of this. Don't think we can. I'm going to
We
get us
can't
2
just
bowls.
eat it out of the bag. Well, I wanted to read it to you. I wanted to share this information to you. I'll just sit quietly.
Okay.
Something was beeping. Laptop battery or something?
That battery's fine. Oh, my sticky keys. Well, Dave, in order to properly eat this meal, I've gotten us both these chili crocs.
Okay, that's awesome. I like that. We're fancy.
Although we have between 10 and 15 minutes to burn before the chili gets ready.
Would you like me to continue educating you on MREs, or would you like to start talking about Emily is away, and then we can...
Do you have any good MRE facts?
Well, Tyler, I do have some good MRE facts. So there are things called private label civilian MREs, and that's probably what we got. So, like I was saying, they were kind of developed for natural disasters. These are kind of, I don't know if this is expensive or not, because they say they're like $92 per case. I don't know how many MREs you get in a case. But Michael might have really blown the doors out.
It's true.
With this. He might have blown his budget. I don't know. Maybe there's just one in a case. Maybe this is a $92.
Might be the best $92 bowl of chili that we're going to split.
What do you think is the most expensive bowl of chili you can buy at a restaurant?
I guess if somebody were to actually use Kobe beef to make chili,
Yeah.
I guess that would be the most expensive chili, although I'm sure that's probably never been done.
You might have, right?
I mean, people are rich. I guess a rich Texas
Eccentric.
oil baron. I wanted my bowl of chili, but with that Japanese Kobe beef.
Yeah.
I my bowl of chili has been massaged to orgasm before I've consumed it. Okay, well let's talk Emily is away then.
All right. I'm down. Let's do it. Take it away.
Is there let me see if there's anything about it on Wikipedia.
Welcome to the best episode ever, listener.
We didn't have long to put this together.
the one where we eat and sit in silence while Tyler gets bowls and then look up stuff on Wikipedia. Yeah, there's a thing. Do you want me to read it?
Do you want to read it or you want me to read it since you've already read something from Wikipedia?
No, Tyler, I don't think you were paying attention to me. What I read was from mreinfo.com.
Oh, that's true. Then you should read this.
Tyler, do you hear that sound?
I do. The sound of that. I feel like I smell something. I might be getting lightheaded, or it might be my sleep meds. I don't know. But the bubbling, crackling of the MRE.
Yeah, I hear that. Which, of course, the witch's bubbling cauldron ushers in a segment that we like to call Dave Reads on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Emily is away. Has a longer entry than I ever expected.
My God, it does.
Emily is Away is an indie visual novel by game developer Kyle Seeley. It was released for free in November 2015. The game's story is linear, with the player unable to significantly change the course of the plot throughout the game. Set in the senior year of high school in the year 2002, Emily is Away tells the story of the protagonist's relationship with a girl, Emily, and their relationship over the course of 5 years, ending in senior year of college. The game is presented through a chat client on Windows XP styled after ICQ and AOL Instant Messenger.
Damn right.
Specifically, their builds in the early and mid 2000s, complete with other users' profiles and interface. The choices for profile pictures are generally collected from the culture of the early and mid 2000s, including pop punk bands and Harry Potter. The profile pics were like one of my favorite things about the game, honestly. I was telling Nikki, I was like, you know, it makes me feel really old when I realized that Sin City came out in 2005. Because that was one of the profile pics. It was like, well, it's 2005. I guess I got to do. It's a hard decision. Do I choose the Sin City avatar or do I choose the Batman Begins avatar? And then that made me feel incredibly old.
I chose the Mean Girls profile.
Yeah, I think that was the year prior.
Was that year prior? Okay.
Because I also chose the Mean Girls profile pic, and then I think the next year I chose Batman Begins.
Yeah. Oh man.
Even though at the time that those movies came out, Batman Begins versus Sin City, I was a bigger proponent of Sin City.
Yeah. Looking back, Sin City was the better movie in my opinion.
You think so?
Yeah.
I haven't rewatched Batman Begins in a couple of years. I haven't watched Sin City in a couple of years.
I mean, I liked it back then. I wasn't blown away by it like I was by like The Dark Knight.
Yeah, I think that's the better movie, right?
Yeah.
I think that's universally accepted as the best of the three Nolan Batman movies.
And clearly it's just because of the Joker. I mean,
I think you're right.
Christian Bale's Batman is pretty much the same. I thought I saw steam coming out of there, Murray.
Yeah, you worried about catching this new house on fire.
It could be like a South Park style, like diarrhea explosion, something
That
just rocking out of the side, on the side of my freshly painted wall over here.
We could be so lucky. We could be so lucky, Tyler. So there are families in other countries who can't lick chili off the walls.
They would love hydrogen-propelled diarrhea chili all over their walls.
They'd give anything for that.
Or walls, just
walls.
So what did you think of playing this game?
I think you're going to be surprised. I thought it was a pretty cool game.
Yeah. I am surprised.
I thought it was a pretty cool game. It did a good job of... Okay, so talking to you earlier before we recorded this, I got the impression that there are many endings to the game.
I thought there would be too.
Are there? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay, because you told me that you got a bad ending.
I did.
And I also got a bad ending. But what I loved about it was the bad ending was really well done. Because it wasn't like try again on harder difficulty mode with a different girl who's not Emily.
Yeah.
Emily hard mode. Instead, it like does this thing where it's like, okay, so like the whole game takes place. All it is a chat client.
Yeah.
That's all that it is.
The interface, everything 100% is just you talking to Emily.
So Emily will say something. And then down where you would type in a chat client, you have like 3 options. Option 1, 2, and 3 with 3 different responses. So you just type the number of your answer and then you just randomly slap your fingers on the keys.
You do movie hacking.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It just fills up the screen.
And it doesn't matter what key you press on the keyboard, it types whatever you're going to say, whatever your character is going to say. So that's probably the most fun I had with the game, was calling Nikki in and being like, look how good I am at typing.
Mevis Bacon be so proud. Mevis Bacon. Mevis Bacon is her sister.
Her big sister.
Her big sister. My big, like, I wish Ryan was my big brother. Ryan Bacon, just how it goes.
You don't have a pig brother? What's wrong?
Oh, but this game, as soon as I started it, it was just like, it brought back so much but positive and negative nostalgia for me.
So what was the
So
positive
hard.
nostalgia?
The positive was just like I have a lot of good memories. Being junior year and senior year of high school, where I lived on MSN Messenger.
Yeah.
Like that was, man. Like after I eat dinner, then like man, it was time to go down, sit down, and it was just MSN Messenger until I went to bed.
Eat dinner, pick up sticks, MSN Messenger.
Yeah, come home, pick up stick. But yeah, that was how I got homecoming dates and dance dates, was asking girls to go through MSN Messenger or ICQ sometime. ICQ evolved into MSN Messenger. That was what was popular at Marshall County High School in the era spanning like 98 through 2002.
So wait, ICQ became MSN Messenger?
Well, everyone dropped ICQ, moved
Okay.
on to MSN.
All right. Why the switch?
There was no... it was a better system. There was no...
Everyone was
say
tired
something.
Of that. Oh.
Yeah. And it was easier to like, not everyone was just a big series of numbers. You could look by their name or their email to add
Yeah.
people.
Man, that ICQ number. I used to have mine memorized.
It's impressive because it's like, how many digits is an ICQ number?
I got in pretty early.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't like 3, but I think it was like a 5-digit number.
Josh remembered his and was able to sign on.
What? How recently?
6 months ago, maybe.
Holy shit.
Signed on to his... He's like, I don't remember my password, though. And I was like, I think I do. So I remember what his password... He remembered his number. I remembered his password. Logged on. Of course, he
It
had...
still existed?
Yeah. Yeah. He didn't have any chat history, sadly. That's saved locally.
Ah.
So, God, what I wouldn't give for my ICQ and MSN chat logs.
Please tell me at least one of his contacts.
He
was
had
on. No!
one.
Are you
he
serious?
had one single solitary
Are you
contact
serious?
online.
Was it a gas station? Because I swear they exclusively use ICQ sound effects at their cash registers. Have you noticed that shit?
You're right.
I don't know. Like, I'll just walk in, be ready to like check out, and I hear, ow. I'm like, is someone not paying for their gas or something? Or did someone just get
I just got a message, dog.
I got a homecoming invite.
It was always so weird asking someone out online to go do something because after we would like close up the message and be like, that could have not even been them. I could talk to them tomorrow and them have no clue what I'm talking about.
Did that ever happen to you?
No, thankfully not. Because I only like straight up asked someone to homecoming one time on ICQ, but
How did that go?
she said yes. But it was semi awkward. We didn't know each other very well. She was also a good, because I'm 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah.
She was 6'1", and elected to wear heels. So she towered
Yeah.
over me.
I remember. I think you've told this story on the
Yeah,
show before.
yeah.
I like this. Do you keep in touch with her?
No, nope. After that dance, like I love passing notes in high school. Loved passing notes. So like tried passing notes with this girl. I mostly got back very crude drawings of like dogs and cats talking in speech bubbles.
Do you have any of these still?
I did. They all got thrown out. I did find one letter from my main high school girlfriend.
Yeah. So we're gonna read that right now.
I can, yeah. I can go get it. It's on my desk right now. I will get it. And
I was kidding.
I'll get it and we'll go read it.
All right. I love it. So this MRE looks like it's leaking water. Is that normal on the bottom, or is that just moisture condensation? Okay. All right. Just want to make sure we don't breathe any noxious fumes in and die. Tyler's going to get the note. So it's just you and me, listener. It's just you and me. I hope your day is going well. Are you driving into work? It's Monday, so you know me and Garmfield, how we feel about Mondays. Not good. I do not feel good about them at all. My Monday is probably going to be worse than yours because I'm about to eat a chili MRE. And I'm expecting to spend the first 2 hours of work tomorrow morning on the toilet.
This is a good one now, though.
What's a good one?
The toilet at work.
Yeah, it is a good one. Welcome back. I see you
Okay.
got a note.
I do. So it is folded lazily, just up in a rectangle with the name Tyler written in cursive.
That looks nice. Tyler on both sides, huh?
She had decent
Showing to
handwriting.
make sure. Yeah.
Okay. So, the top and in the empty space above the top of the paper, it is a pair of angel wings labeled angel wings, and it is in reference to where two arrows leading to it say boredom plus Sister Wendy.
Okay. Can I see that drawing, that
Yep.
illustration? Okay. She does have nice handwriting.
Yeah. It's the best thing about her. Tyler. Hello, sweet baby.
Hey, sweet baby.
Hey, sweet baby. That's what everybody called me.
I know. That's what I'm calling you forever
Sweet,
now.
sweet baby.
Sweet baby.
How are you? I guess I'll write you a note since you'll think I don't love you if I don't. That might be true.
Yeah.
We're watching Sister Wendy. Yippee! You haven't let anyone see my son squirrel picture, have you? You better not.
Wait, what?
I have no clue what she's talking
Her
about.
son's squirrel picture?
Her son. Yeah, that has to say son. Son dash squirrel. So I guess it's some kind of a amalgamation of a son and a squirrel.
Okay, all right. Is that like a Pokemon?
Go sun squirrel.
Sun squirrel.
Sun squirrel. You better not. I'm absolutely about to fall asleep. This is so boring. Are you excited about me coming over after school for a little while?
How many O's were in that so, by the way? Just curious.
4.
That's a lot of O's.
Okay, so there is no code in this letter whatsoever. There is no code that is like secretly sex or anything like that.
It's all very blatant. I can't wait for you to blow a hot load in my mouth.
Not this
And
one.
I'm going to make that noise, and it's going to go all over your room. I'm going to sprinkler it.
That's how I warned her that I'm about to go. Okay, so it may sound like... Okay, I'll read it again. Like, you knowing there's no...
There's no, absolutely zero sex code in this. None, right?
Are you excited about me coming over after school for a little while? I am. I'm really hungry. No code. Bitch is hungry.
Look, I know 2 things. I'm watching Sister Wendy, and I'm fucking hungry.
And sleepy.
I may or may not be the grimace.
I am. I'm really hungry. We'll have to eat as soon as we get to your house because I'm starving. Will you come see me for a little bit tonight? She was the server at Chong's.
Oh, okay.
And she was working that night.
Chong's, a local Chinese restaurant here in town.
You can if you want to, but if you really don't want to, you don't have to.
No, it sounds like you need to, though.
Yeah. I'm going to get something that costs if I make over $40.
Something that costs?
You could own employee meals, ham-fried rice, sweet and sour chicken, and grouper steak were free. Everything else costs, you pay half price.
What else do you need?
That rotation gets old after a while, and a lot of the people liked American food. A lot of the bus boys, a lot of the bus boys,
The booze boys.
the bus boys.
The sun squirrels, as we like to call them. Don't show anyone the pictures I've drawn.
Where
of
she
them.
has charcoal drawings of them bussing tables.
Cave paintings. I could eat ham fried rice pretty much every day and be okay, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be like dead, but
The manager that had worked there for like 30 years, she said that's the only thing she still wasn't burnt out on.
Yeah.
That she could still eat. Everything else she couldn't even look at anymore.
good ham fried rice there.
Mm-hmm. If I make over $40, I probably won't, but maybe I will. You never know.
One day.
I really wish that I could just fall asleep. You know what sounds good? Parcells or Los Amigos. Well, I better go now. I love you. Love. So, yeah, this note, she talked a lot about food.
Yeah. Hey, that's all right.
That's how it was. She was not like a big girl by any means, but she did not like her body. She always complained about her weight, but also I've seen her like get so visibly angry looking in the mirror about how she's like, that's it. I'm done. I'm going to diet. I'm going to get the body that I want. It's like, you don't really need to. You're fine. And then she would go, and then like immediately after, it's like walking downstairs, she would just like, whatever determination would just away. I'd see her get like a giant piece of chocolate cake.
Yeah.
Take one bite, start crying,
Oh, no.
but finish that cake.
This is like you're describing a scene from 30 Rock is what you're doing.
All right. Well, what was I saying before the note?
Well, we were talking about a game called Emily is Away.
Emily is Away. Her and I had a lot of arguments and fights.
You and Emily?
Me and Emily. Me and this girl on MSN Messenger and AOL.
Sweet baby girlfriend.
Sweet baby girlfriend.
Yeah.
And one time when we broke up, she hacked into my MSN to go look at all of my conversations and stuff that I'd been having with other people.
Gotcha.
And to see that I had blocked her. So
that probably didn't make her feel very good.
Because I foolishly took my dad's advice.
What was
you
your
know
dad's
what
advice?
Password, Tyler? No one will ever think about.
Password.
Yeah. And that was my MSN password. So that wily sweet baby girlfriend cracked that code.
What is the situation when you're asking your dad for password advice?
He just told it to me. Like he just like came and was like, hey son, I got a nugget of wisdom for you. And I was like, you know what, Dad? I'm making this profile right now. I ain't got any better ideas. All right. Sounds pretty good.
I think he like walked out of your room, closed the doors, like got him. He probably gave you that advice so that he could check your messenger history.
Because I remember she got in, read my conversation, saw that I had blocked her, unblocked her. So then
she unblocked herself on your account,
right?
Okay.
So then whenever I signed in the next time, she sent me a ton of large font, all caps messages.
And was your response? Block.
Yep. Block. Change password.
To password 2.
Password again. But man, this was my primary form of getting to know girls or making plans. Like seriously, from 7:30 until 11.
I believe
every single night, Monday through Monday.
You're still kind of like that. It's just not MSN Messenger. It's
text
just,
and Facebook chat.
Yeah.
But I remember the one time, like a girl that I really liked, and I was supposed to talk to her that night. Like she was very entertaining to talk to on Messenger.
Her name was Emily.
Her name was Jessica. Actually, I'll say her first name, Jessica.
Okay.
And I remember I went in. I had one of those giant CRT monitors. And
bragger.
Yeah, so big. And I went in to press the on button on the monitor. And as I did, it stuck in.
Like the button stuck in?
The button stuck into the computer. So the monitor would not turn on. I proceeded to act like I was withdrawing from heroin. I went fucking apeshit. Because I was like, I've got to get on MSN. So I unplugged it. I remember like I was just grabbing the buttons in there. I was taking like butter knives. I was trying to pry it out. And then finally, like I picked up the monitor. I was banging it, hoping it would pop back out. And then I remember I went in the living room, sat in there, and I got like knives and like heavy duty knives. And I proceeded to chisel around the power button until I could get back in there and pop the button out and turn it back on. And that monitor from then on just had like its giant war scar or like you are not going to defy me again monitor from my 1994 Compaq Presario.
Do you have that monitor still?
No, I don't.
Why not? You could like use it as an example to like all future monitors. Like you better fucking turn on or look what'll happen to you.
I powered my laptop for the first time and then just hold it up to it.
You're like Joffrey showing off the heads on pikes.
Look at the fallen. Honor them. So this game was even like responses that I was making to Emily was just like, it was like I was doing what I normally did all over again.
Yeah, well, the choices are very like things that you or I would type into a messenger client in 2000.
Yeah, that you were absolutely doing to like try and either woo a girl or just be nice or befriend. Or
phrases like, what's shaking? Yeah.
Sup?
Yeah.
Hey, hello, howdy.
How are you? Lots of exclamation points until things get serious at the end where a lot of periods are used.
Okay, here we go.
Are we ready? Is it MRE time?
I believe it is now MRE time. So I'm going to dump this water out in the sink.
Just pour it on the floor. I'm tired of you leaving. Just pour it on the floor. It'll be fine. I'm pretty sure you just went into the closet.
It was milk white.
Sweet baby, I don't need to know what color it is every time.
If you wouldn't swallow it so fast, you wouldn't have to tell me.
I don't smell food. Should I be smelling food, like a food aroma?
I mean, maybe. It feels pretty warm.
It's warm?
Yeah.
Okay. Isn't it supposed to be like piping hot? Wasn't there a warning or something?
And I left it. I mean, it's begun to expire.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hot.
Okay.
I touch it. It's not burning me, but it's hot.
All right. So we're going to use liberal amounts of hot sauce. Yeah.
Yeah. Got a little chili when I ripped it up in my mouth that time.
Nice. Not worried about any kind of contamination there, are you?
Oh, shit. Doesn't look too bad.
It looks like a chili paste.
Would you hand me your chili crock?
Absolutely. I noticed that you decided not to share a spoon with me and brought me my own. Unless this was here already,
No,
which would have been weird. In that case, I'm definitely not using the spoon. Yeah, this is a spoon I've just had in my room for a couple days.
Just my room spoon.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
I never know when I'm going to need a spoon in my room. Room spoon.
I mean, you're right. I can't fucking argue with that logic. Everyone needs a room spoon. Tyler, can I tell you, speaking of chili, I've rediscovered a love with peanut butter.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I like putting some peanut butter on a lightly salted rice cake.
Huh.
It's delicious.
Okay.
And I don't get all that, I don't get all the stuff from bread.
Well, I mean, bread, short of like, I only buy that 35 calorie bread, period, from now on. I don't buy, what I used to love is like the really thick, hearty bread that's like 200 calories a slice.
No, because it's wonderful.
That like market fresh style Arby's bread.
Bread makes you fat?
Bread makes you fat. I'm going to grab this spoon.
All right.
This military grade plastic spoon.
Well, civilian. Come on.
Yeah,
civilian grade.
Okay. Let me,
Disaster spoon. What is called disaster spoon?
there we go.
You gonna put any of that cheese up in there?
Yes.
You gonna add any Twizzlers to your chili?
So you would like some cheese spread, Dave?
I would love some cheese spread, Tyler. Thank you. I like how we became the polite chipmunks from Looney Tunes for a second. All of these packages were designed for you to open with your teeth.
I think so, because they're impossible until I bite into them. And they're like, oh, yeah.
That's what we wanted, sweet baby. Bite it. So I've done really well this week on calories. So if I blow it on an MRE chili, I'm gonna be pretty upset. Not gonna lie.
Okay, let's see. What else can I add in here?
Twizzlers, tortillas,
Yeah, I got these tortillas.
salt. I don't want it. That's just a regular tortilla, right?
Yeah, a regular high calorie tortilla.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna pass on that. Like I'm just open it up and see.
110 calories per tortilla.
I mean, they just probably look like Mission tortillas or something.
That's what I'm going to assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had chili on a tortilla.
Well, Mission is a little better quality.
Yeah, it just broke apart in your hands.
Yep.
All right. Oh, I can smell that. That smells good.
I don't really see any other accoutrement.
All right. You gonna try some hot sauce?
Yeah. So I got some stuff that we haven't, because there's some we were in a long time ago that we haven't tried.
Let's see. You have some Outdoor Adventures Big Buck hot sauce. I've never seen hot sauce with a photograph of a deer on it. Here is Outdoor Adventures Bait and Hook hot sauce, which I believe that's largemouth bass. That's on there.
Known for its capsaicin properties.
Yeah. Nando's Peri Peri.
God, I love
sauce.
I love
Garlic.
Nando's Peri Peri. Yeah.
Packaging on this is nice. I like that.
I ate all of the hot and extra hot. So I only have the garlic and the medium.
No, you got medium. What do you got over there by your bowl?
Here is Arizona Gunslinger habanero pepper sauce, which this was sent to us a very long time ago.
All right.
I do not remember by whom. I'm sorry. And then the Outdoor Adventures Open Range hot sauce with a turkey on it.
Where'd you get these Outdoor Adventures hot sauce?
Ryan's drawer, and he doesn't know where he got them.
They were there when he moved in.
So I'm going to try one unadulterated by hot sauce first.
All right. I should have opted out of the cheese spread.
Man, that's not bad.
It's okay. It's cold chili.
Yeah, it's warm-ish, so it's not like disgustingly cold, but
Yeah. We definitely need some hot sauce to warm it up. I use hot sauce to trick myself into thinking that if I'm too lazy to heat food up, I'll just put hot sauce on it.
here's a little of this Arizona Gunslinger. I'll put a drop on this and then pass it to you if you would like to try it.
Yeah.
It's habanero pepper sauce.
Okay.
All right, bite of this.
Sweet baby, I heard that. Mm-hmm. All right.
A little heat.
Yeah.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah, it's not bad. Arizona Gunslinger, a great tasting, thick, rich paper sauce. Paper sauce? It's just made of paper. It has a zing of a hot shooting iron with a heat you can eat.
So now I'm going to try this Outdoor Adventures Open Range hot sauce.
I'm going to try this peri peri here.
Oh, man. I eat peri-peri on everything.
I need to shake well before using, though. All right. Put some of this garlic on here.
Yeah, this Outdoor Adventure stuff is bad.
Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and pass.
On the garlic.
No, the garlic's good. I'm going to pass on Outdoor Adventure stuff.
I'm going to keep trying Outdoor Adventures because fuck it.
Okay. I'm going to try this peri peri medium.
The bait and hook. All right.
Oh, man, I put a lot on there. Whoa, that's a lot. All right. Well, Michael H. Not bad.
Bait and hook also. No. Gross.
Oh, I can't imagine.
It's a very weak vinegar base. It's like weak Tabasco. The Big Buck hot sauce. I imagine this will have hardly any heat at all to it.
All right, I'm done.
Nope.
That was good.
Cannot recommend the Outdoor Adventure hot sauce brand.
No.
Arizona Gunslinger. Pretty solid.
Yeah. I like this peri peri stuff.
I love that stuff.
I should have passed on the cheese spread.
Yeah,
cheese spread
too
wasn't
much.
very good. Yeah.
It is akin to aerosol cheese.
Yeah. Which I like. I don't have a problem with. I don't have a problem with cheese in a can. Put that on some club crackers in your business.
Yeah. What?
So what's in I want to at least take a bite of one of those tortillas
Okay.
just to see what the quality is like.
Yeah, not great.
Yeah.
Very
No.
very crumbly.
Yeah, super crumbly. What else we got? Twizzlers.
Twizzlers?
They're just Twizzlers. And then
Instant coffee and then condiments.
Okay.
Oh, Mexican style corn.
Oh, okay. Are we supposed to cook that?
No, I'll open it up and see. I guess maybe we were.
Oh well, you can eat that later. Next natural
time.
disaster you have,
We got
you're
it.
gonna have that corn. What's in? I'm curious. What's in Zach's package?
Just to pop it open and just see if we can identify what's in it.
Yeah, just to see if it is indeed an MRE.
Okay, some kind of
Animal crackers.
Korean animal cracker, maybe. Yeah, it looks like animal crackers if they weren't in shapes of animals.
Yeah. Oh, so they're they're part of a religious ceremony. That is a bag of eels.
This looks like an IV bag,
Yeah.
and I absolutely cannot identify what is inside of it.
Is there any English on that bag?
Oh, yes, this is a heater pack. The only English on it on the front in very small letters, heater pack.
Heater pack. Okay. What is that? A fuse coming out of it?
I guess here is some sort of condiment and a plate and silverware.
Okay. We are not going to be able to prepare this. Like, there's no way. Like, everything you pull out of that box is just like, all right, here's a bag.
Because there are instructions, like sort of done step by step, kind of.
It's just illustrations.
Yeah.
No English instructions.
Nope. So yeah, I have no idea what is inside this packet whatsoever.
This gray, bland-looking package.
It's chunky. I can feel 6 to 7 discrete. Yeah, there's definitely chunks in it. Mm-hmm. Do
All
not
right.
know.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah, eventually.
Eventually.
We'll put this MRE on the eventually list. The suspicious MRE on the eventually list.
Okay. Overall, it's okay. Not bad. MRE is better than I expected it to be.
Yeah, me too. It's a lot better than Spam.
Yeah, it is.
That is not even a joke.
Even the fried spam.
Yeah. Yeah. It's even better than the fried spam that Ryan made. No offense, Ryan. I'm not looking down my nose at your spam cooking.
No, not your ability. Just thinking.
Just the horrible meat that you cooked. The horrible quote unquote meat that you prepared.
All right, so Emily is away.
Yeah.
Let's see. What did I start off like early? Like my first
Nostalgia.
because this straight up followed like my exactly like my timeline. Because you start off, you're talking to her like the last day of your senior year of high school, and I guess I don't know. They say it's linear, that you can't really change the story much. So you had the option of going out to a party with Emily. She's talking to you. She's worried about her boyfriend who is... No. She says there's a guy who keeps sending her weird messages and is making her uncomfortable.
Brad.
Fucking Brad.
From Home Improvement.
So you could talk to her, either go to the party or say you're going to stay at home, whatever. And it has the sort of Walking Dead, Emily will remember that system at the bottom.
I liked that. I thought that was neat. Like where it shows you what decisions actually maybe matter.
Maybe do something, yeah. Because, I told her that I'd always be there for her. I ended up going to the party. And then, of course, at the end of the session, you say goodbye to each other. And Emily is away, and you get the AOL Instant Messenger door shut.
Which is new to me. It confused me because I'd never used AOL.
I only used it a little bit whenever I was in college because some of my friends were exclusively AIM people. So then you pick up in college, and she's telling you that that night when she went home after the party, Brad confessed his feelings for her, and they started dating because they're at the same school. But you and Emily do not go to the same school. But they've just broken up, and... she's very upset. They have the same friends, and now her friends won't talk to her, and you can be there and console her. And then she asked if she can come visit you for the weekend and ask what do you want to do, and if she should bring her alcohol.
Right.
So
what did you answer? I
chose to go out with my friends. So I was like, well, let's do something neutral. We'll go out with my friends.
Interesting. Okay, I'm liking this. I like to see if we got the same exact ending.
Yeah.
So what did you say about the alcohol? You said you want to go out with friends because you've got 3 different options. You can go out to a show, right? You can go
to your dorm,
or you can hang out with friends.
Uh-huh.
So you said hang out with friends.
Hang out with friends.
I said hang out in my dorm room because the last sentence before she asked what I wanted to do, she was like, that night in high school, I really wish you'd have kissed me. So I'd have been like, oh, well, she definitely wants this D, so we're gonna like.
See, so me, I was like, okay, I think she does, but I also don't want to make it seem like that's all I'm about. So I still want to be friends. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't.
That was all I was about.
Yeah.
Because I know there's this Emma chick. Who
because right before you have to explain Emma if it's either like your girlfriend or a friend or a girl you like. What did you say about Emma?
I said that she was just a friend.
So did I.
Okay, so you also get to choose where you go to school, like what kind of student you are.
Right.
What did you choose?
Engineering.
See, I chose art. I thought that was fitting. I was like, yeah, okay, well, I have to choose art. So interesting that you chose engineering, I chose art, and there's still this Emma girl.
Yeah.
So that doesn't change.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what did you say about the alcohol? When Emily wants to visit you in college, she does ask if she should bring her alcohol.
I said, I have some.
Shit, that's what I said too.
Yeah.
I was hoping we'd say something different so we could compare notes. But okay, all right.
Okay. And then so she ends up. She complains about Brad, and then you have the option, I think, of dissing Brad. I called her out a little bit on it, but then softened the blow so she didn't get too mad.
I never said anything bad about Brad.
said something like, it's not right the way he treats you, but I didn't directly bash him.
Yeah.
And she gets a little defensive, but agreed. And then she says, all right, great. I'll come see you this weekend. And then that's it for the next year.
Yeah. And so my next conversation with her was very cold.
Yeah. Yep.
Very cold.
Yep.
There was definitely a tonal shift in our conversation because she she asked me, she said she felt weird about the things that happened last year. And I think my response was like, weird, what do you mean? And she said, did you plan to hook up with me?
It seemed very set up. We got very drunk.
Yeah, she said it sounded like it seemed like you planned it out. And
It's like, I planned for Brad to dump you so you'd be sad. Of course I planned it all out.
my response was, I had fun. Did you have fun? And,
That's good.
And she said, yeah, I had fun, but I feel weird about it. I mean, is this conversation like similar to the conversation you had as well?
Pretty similar. I think I'd said, of course not. No, it wasn't planned. I mean, things just happen or something like that. And she's like, yeah, I know they do. I get it. Just to me, it just feels so orchestrated.
Yeah, that's very similar response to me.
So then like she just tells you like, ask him, are we going to be okay? And she says, I don't know. I don't know if we can be.
Yeah.
And then year goes by. When you talk to her again, then it's around like you're almost about to graduate college or
it's your
senior
senior. It's your senior year then, I think, because it is essentially your last attempt. Like she gives you the impression that things are weird now between you and her.
Well, she asked about Emma again, I think, at one point.
Yeah.
Or what did Emma think about that? And I was like, I didn't even tell her. So
I think it's interesting that you get to kind of like dictate the story. Like you get to dictate what happened in your year. So I thought that was cool because I could say, she would ask, how are things? And I could say they're great, they're horrible, or somewhere in between. And I thought that was neat because whatever you say is either, I guess you could take it as a lie or it's you kind of making your own story for how your year was. Emily asked me about Emma, and I think I said something like, she got together with my friend Mike.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, no, we're just friends. She got together with Mike. Things are weird there. I don't see my friends very much. Yeah. Because then, like, you say something, she's like, I don't want to bring up the past. Brad and I are back together.
Right.
And my family's coming in. And then you sort of have this weird option of increasingly creepy questions.
Like what?
Because you would say, like, what are you doing today? What are you doing next week? What are your plans for the month?
Yeah.
So, like, then you would, I was like, I don't want to say any of these.
I know. I didn't get that, though. I got, like, because I did get the, like, what are you doing later tonight? What are you doing this week? And then the third one, I think, was something like, what are your plans after graduation?
Maybe that was what I saw.
So I was like, well, that's the least, I mean, that's like a real question.
Yeah.
Like, I can actually ask that.
Yeah.
So I did that. And then what happened was I started getting two very general questions, just like general conversation topics. Like
I got one more, like, can we talk about us or something like that? And I was like, I'm not going to press that.
Oh, okay. Well, let me tell you what happens when you do that.
Okay.
Because I got two options that were like, do you have a job lined up after school? Another one was something like, what are your plans with family? And then the third one was, can we talk about us? And I was like, and this is very much, I was just playing this as me. Because like if I were having this conversation with someone online, I would very much just want to be like, let's just hash this out and figure out what's going on. So that we can both kind of settle this and then you can be with Brad and then I can just do whatever. And I know that this is behind me. So I asked her that. What happens is when you choose one of those options, like let's talk about us, when you type it out like a Muppet, like a Muppet at a typewriter, when you type it out, you type your answer. You type like, well, let's talk about us. And then you backspace. Yeah. You backspace to the beginning and then you type something inane like, how's the weather there? Yeah. And then it let me do that, I think, for like two more questions that she asked. And then I noticed that one of the options was goodbye.
Well, as soon as I saw goodbye, I took it.
Oh, really? So what happened when you took goodbye?
She says, oh, okay, later. I say bye, game over.
Interesting. Well, I wouldn't let it go because I was like, goodbye. Fuck that noise. I need to know. I can't go the rest of my life wondering about fucking Emily. Like, we got to settle this shit. So, you know, I don't want to be rude, but I want to know, like, where do we stand? I need to know. This needs to be clean. So I chose one of the options. I kept going for the option where it's like pushing her to let's talk about this. And every time I did, my character got
Chickened out.
super, yeah. He to put it Taryn Landon's favorite way, he pussed out.
Yeah, the way that she loves to say everything. He pussied the pussin' puss out.
The biggest fucking pussy. And it like
he opened up his pussy gateway to the land of pussy, and he like just pussied his way right through that pussy gate. So.
Pussygate, that's the next big scandal. So that's the part of the game where I got super frustrated because it's one of those where I felt like I am making a decision and the character in the game is overriding that decision. So at that point I was just kind of like, well, fuck it. I mean, like, and there's nothing that I'm going to do that's going to make this better. Yeah. Because this character is just going to puss out the entire rest of the game. And that is what he did. Because I kept choosing. She would ask a question like, what are you doing after college? And then there was like goodbye at the bottom. There was, oh, not much. And then the other option was, we really need to talk this out. And like I would always go for that option. And the character would puss out and backspace it and then type in some kind of bullshit like, man, I really like hot dogs. How about you? So you can do that several times, but what happens is now all of a sudden option 2 and 3 are goodbye. And option 1 is a puss out answer.
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck. I see that the goodbyes are stacking up. I'm willing to bet on the next one, all 3 of them are going to be goodbye. And that's exactly what it was. It was just goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. 1, 2, and 3 I could choose from. So eventually I was forced to say goodbye.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Taryn. That's a DMV reference. Just to make up for all the times we said pussy.
And then I was forced to Halloween. You're welcome, Taryn, for that DMV reference.
And then I was forced, Tyler, to remember 2 things.
Well, I had to big whiskey her Grugrux King is what I had to do. I had to Dancing Nancy something.
You know what I did right after I said goodbye?
What?
I crashed into me.
Oh, nice.
And then I realized that I could just text people now via satellite. But then I realized I was doing it too much.
My well is bone dry at this point.
But it was rough because I had so much to say. Tyler, I had so much to say.
5 to 10 people are really amused by this.
Well, one person.
Well, Taryn, maybe Brandon, if Brandon's listening. Because I'm interested in playing it again and refusing to let her come over, say the weekend.
Oh, so you played it again?
I want to. I need to do that.
Okay.
I want to do my next playthrough because it's pretty short. You can do it. I want to do that again.
Yeah. I'm surprised that you want to play it again. I got the impression
just to see if I can change anything. I know because I asked Little Brainy Gatsby about some of her choices, and she went no alcohol, period, and still got the hookup part and things like that. So it didn't matter if alcohol wasn't involved.
Okay, so what if alcohol is not involved and you go out with friends?
It still happened. They still hooked up, and it felt planned.
Okay, so it sounds like this is.
I kind of wonder.
It sounds like this is super linear.
Yeah, it sounds like it could be. And I want to see if I say that Emma is my girlfriend, if I end up with her at the end, and Emily still floats off, or if she instead, if I say she can't come, if she doesn't come, and then she's just mad at me for not supporting her when I needed her, and then she's distant. So I'm interested in seeing how that goes. So I'll play through it one more time.
I could read you the plot if you'd like.
It's okay.
All right, you don't want me to spoil it for you. Okay.
Yeah, nah.
The game's like 30 minutes long.
Yeah, and it's free. I mean, if you are a child of this era, I mean, give it a play. There's not much of a reason not to.
I liked it.
Yeah, so did I.
So you were surprised that I like it.
Yeah.
You know why I liked it? Because it was just the right length.
Yeah.
If this game had been any longer than it was, I don't think I would have liked it.
Because it falls under visual novel and romance genres.
And I don't mind that stuff. I just don't like it to be 8 hours. I don't want that to be an 8-hour experience.
Yeah. I
I don't want to talk to Emmerly 35 for 8 hours.
Yeah.
30 minutes is good. And it was really cool because it's unrealistic that you only talk to this person once a year. So that's a complaint, but as far
Talk to
as
a girl once a year, then she drives up and has sex with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm supposed to, I don't know. So
or maybe those are just your only like notable conversations.
Yeah,
maybe. I don't
maybe.
know. And this is going to be the designer and writer is the same guy, Kyle Seeley. So I can only imagine this is what happened to him. I can only imagine this is sort of a heartbreak, one who sort of got away story. And this is just a linear catharsis as just to put himself out there of what happened to him.
Maybe.
So I can identify with stuff like that. I can get on board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I've just been too direct in the past because like this is like serious. As much as I don't like talking on the phone, like if I ever had an instant message conversation like reach this point, like in the 2000s, like early 2000s, I would have called the person. Like it would have been like I don't like to let shit fucking linger. Like this would very much be I'm sorry, Emily, this is going to be a very difficult conversation, but we got to have this conversation.
I respect that. I'm glad not many people are like that, I feel. So
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I think you are a rarity in that regard. Yeah. I like to air stuff out too, but like I will be patient until I feel like a time is right for me to hit it, as opposed to
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But I felt like I was ready to have that conversation with Emily. Like the moment where the character that I'm controlling is deleting answers, I'm like,
come on, bro.
Fuck this guy.
Because there was let's see, I remember my first strictly internet girlfriend was a girl named Betsy Bug who lived in Seattle.
Betsy Bug?
We never spoke. We spoke on the phone once. I think I surprised her very much by calling her.
How'd you get her number?
She gave it to me.
Oh, well, then she should have been surprised.
Yeah. I called her when she was getting out of the shower, and like we talked for a little while, and it was just kind of awkward.
Did you ask her if she was sleepless?
I didn't know what that was back then. The other much longer one was Tiffy, Tiger Tiffy, that I've talked about before.
Yes,
that
I remember
was.
You mentioning
then
Tiffy.
We talked on that a lot. Talked on the phone a lot. Wrote letters.
Yeah.
All that. I found her on Facebook.
Really?
But she is incredibly not active, like at all.
Yeah.
So I friended her, but
you mean like physically active, or
she's
on Facebook?
She is not active on Facebook. Like her last post was like years ago. So
she looks like a puddle of ooze.
Man, she's not very active. And then, of course, in high school, the big one, that Jessica girl I talked about.
Yeah.
Because we would go primarily talk on MSN Messenger. Talk on the phone a little bit, not very much at all. We preferred talking on MSN.
Yeah.
Even when we would go to like LAN parties and stuff together, we would get computers side by side and talk to each other on MSN Messenger.
Okay.
That was just easier for us.
That's sweet.
She hadn't dated many people, so she was very, very shy to the whole process. Because I was a senior and she was a freshman or a sophomore. And I remember like we dated back and forth, and she would always sort of like string me along. She had 7 or 8 of my group of friends all just like falling over for her. So like she knew what she was, her little puppetry show that she was going on with. And I dated her even to college. Like we still went out, and she would come to that house. We'd watch movies and things like that. But I remember she kind of like distance. Once I stopped using MSN Messenger as much in college, there was distance there after that. And then when
You'd log in once a year, you guys would talk about
how are you?
How she felt like you pressured her, even though you totally did not.
And she'd found out that I was flying to see, I think I've talked about flying to see the girl for spring break. And she was like, oh, no, I realize now that I'm in love with you. Please don't go. And I was like, no, I'm going. I'm going. If you still feel like this, when I get back, we can talk about it. When I got back, she did not want to talk about it. So it's like, you just didn't want anybody else to play with your toy. So, no thanks. I think we talked one other time after that.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Man, I don't think I ever had a strictly internet girlfriend. I met some girls on IRC, and I dodged some girls
Blockbuster
on
girl.
IRC. Yeah. But I never exclusively just had like a Canadian girlfriend.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? But I did meet a few girls on IRC, and those are the good nerdy girls. Because in order to meet on IRC of all things in the late '90s, they're pretty nerdy.
I guess I don't have any achievements for this game. It's very short. I don't think there are branching storylines really to take.
There are achievements, so I think you're off the hook.
Oh, there are?
Yeah.
Oh.
For every year you complete, it unlocks
you're right.
that year as an
Forgot
achievement.
about that. Okay.
So I don't think that's super necessary, but
Okay.
there are achievements. Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
I see you over there stroking your luscious beard.
My chili-coated
Yeah.
beard.
Your mouth rug. If you were to give this game a beard, Tyler, that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of beard would it be?
The freshly sprouting bright red beard of me this summer after my senior year of high school.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like bathed in the cold light of a CRT monitor
Yeah.
in a dark room.
Yep.
Yeah. Being like, so glad this box of Kleenex is right here. Life doesn't get any better than this.
Nope. I can go in my mom's kitchen in there, get a Hot Pocket, come right back in and keep doing this.
Yep.
Life's good.
Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
if you were to give this game a pair of glasses, that sums up how you feel about it. What kind of glasses would it be?
I guess I'd have to give it the very stressed out, clawed CRT monitor glass that has seen my bulbous reflection in it hours and hours every single night. Brain going through the whole gamut of emotions.
Yeah. Yep. I've had some pretty emotional experiences on the other side of a CRT monitor as well. Talking to you, as you know.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't understand. I can't get through to him.
That time I wore one as a helmet. It was very awkward. Oh, well, that's all I got about that.
Yeah, that's it. I recommend it. It's free. It's like a 30-minute game. At least check it out. You'll know. I think you'll know immediately whether or not it's a game for you or not. Because I did. I was, and another reason I think 30 minutes is perfect is because I think that is how long the aesthetic and the nostalgia factor of the game works.
Yeah.
And I think if it had gone on any longer than that, I don't think it would have held my attention. And that's because I know the narrative set up where you have a conversation with Emily once per year for a reason. Like I know it's set up that way for pacing. But if it weren't for the aesthetic, I think that I would get tired of that narrative.
Yeah.
After a while.
You gonna take some calls?
Yeah, I'd love to take some calls. Are we
Yeah.
good on time?
Yeah. I made some more Samurai chili.
All right. Let's see. Here we go. Here's a call from 413.
TADPOG, Sean again. Just hang up with you. So I was thinking about this the other day. Tyler, have you seen Chicken Head 696969? Like, just out in the wild? Like, since you stopped working at the nursing home? I don't know why, but I was super curious about that. All right. Peace.
Have you seen Chicken Head 6969? Once. Did this person recognize you?
Nope.
Where'd you see them?
Walmart
Yeah.
at like 1 a.m.
What they have in their shopping cart?
I
Just amputated legs.
think he was just buying cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in front of me talking about complete nonsense with the cashier who was clearly very tired and buying like a single pack of cigarettes.
Did you say anything?
No. Hey, man, I remember you. Because I saw him, in line at the Verizon store, then the nursing home, and then one more time at Walmart. Which I guess that's the pyramid of the places that he would be going to.
All right, Sean, that was a good question. I was actually curious about Chicken Head as well. Here is a text message from 520 who says, "Motherfucking Tadpog, Jack of Ziggy channeling Exalted Lord Mike of Purdue with a would you rather." So the would you rather is, would you rather have your dog talk or your cat talk?
I'd rather have River talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have a dog, so it has to be my cat talk.
I'm going to go with dog because my dog is dead, and then I would mean that I could talk to dead things.
Also very good.
And I would like to talk to
Yeah.
dead things. I feel like that would be an amazing power to have.
Particularly just dead dogs.
That probably not as amazing. Because like, hey, what'd you like to do when you were alive, I guess? I don't know. You couldn't like ask, like, you couldn't solve crimes with that power.
Yeah. Well, I guess they're like a very dark Dr. Doolittle where you're going around solving dog murders.
Dark Dr. Doolittle.
PETA would pay you a lot to
Yeah.
be able to go talk to dead animals.
Hey, who killed you?
Who
Hey, wake
killed
up.
you? How
Hey,
did your master treat you?
wake up?
You'd be the PETA police.
Nah, never mind. I'm going to go with cat then. I'll just talk to my living cats. It's fine. Exalted Lord Mike of Purdue follows up with, "I think my dog would be all laid back, where my cat would be a total bitch. So I'd go with dog."
Yeah.
Gotta get your cat game right, man. That's what I say. I got a really sweet cat who I think would be a pleasant dude to talk with. Tyler, what if you could have an instant messenger conversation with River Cat?
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing if I could get text messages from River.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, I know a few people who can make that happen, probably. I don't know if you remember. I mean, remember though. What are your cats up to?
That's
text
very
messages?
true.
Those finally started to trickle down like that to a tiny stream.
Don't worry, it's just been rebirthed.
I know, exactly. As I was speaking, I was like, well, I'm going to get those again. So thank you very much, Exalted Lord Mike of Purdue, for resurrecting Cat Facts. Here is another call. This is from 503.
What's up, guys? This is Phil.
Phil.
I am at a district wrestling tournament right now, and all this macho manliness going on in the release of Street Fighter V has me thinking fighting games. And I'm kind of curious, what's your guys' favorite fighters? Like, across platform, if you had to build a 12-person all-star lineup of your favorite fighting characters of all time, who would be kind of your all-star lineup? I don't know. Just kind of have that on my mind. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna get back to watching dudes wrestle. So take it easy. Keep reaching for that rainbow. Peace.
Rainbow done reached, son. We're living in a lap of luxury here, eating an MRE chili. Mm-hmm. Doesn't get better than that. We don't even have to
In the
lick it off the
bedroom,
wall.
covered by blankets
Yeah.
in our blanket fort.
Yeah, in the blanket room. That's a very big question, Phil. Thank you for calling, though.
Mm-hmm. That's an enormity. Enormity question. My favorite fighting game of all time is Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for the Dreamcast specifically.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that. Surely behind that is Street Fighter 2 Turbo for the SNES.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to build a roster of all my favorite
12
fighters, 12 fighters.
You want to go back and forth? That'll give us time.
Okay.
And then we could probably close on this because this is probably going to be a long one.
Yep.
What do you think? Who's your number one pick? And we also can't, how about this? Let's add another layer.
We can't double?
Can't have no mirror matches.
Okay.
So that means your draft is really important. Who you want to get in first?
Yeah. Ryu.
Motherfucker. We should have flipped. We should have flipped a coin to see who goes first. Well, then I will go. I got to go Ken Masters then.
Okay. Yeah. Which Kin Masters?
I have to.
Street Fighter the movie the game, Ken Masters?
He has the same move set, but he's more annoying in that game. So I'll go with Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Ken Masters.
Okay.
You didn't specify which Ryu you were using.
Ryu. Yeah, I'm saying Street. Yeah, same Ryu. Number 2 would be Venom.
Okay, Venom from Marvel vs. Capcom 2. My number 2, I think this is from any fighting game. So my number 2 is going to be Sasuke from the Naruto, the Japanese GameCube import fighting game.
That's a good one. Next, all right, you did it. I'm gonna reach out next to one of my favorite fighting game characters, Charlotte from Samurai Showdown.
Oh wow, okay, Samurai Showdown. We need to play that game.
That is
for the show.
On the Genesis list.
We need to play that.
Paul sent what I thought is the best list we have gotten so far.
Yeah, I looked over. It looks good.
I really like that one.
So that is. Do you recall what the list was from? So we can let everybody know. I think it was from.
I mean, do you want to finalize that one, or just let them know what it was to look it over?
That doesn't matter to me.
It's on my Facebook.
It's from Digital Trends. DigitalTrends.com. Feeling nostalgic? Here are the top 25 games for the Sega Genesis. So I'll post that list in.
It's much better than Dorkly's. I got Ryan, Master of Coin, Ryan Walter sent me Dorkly's. I looked it over, and it was because they just do it by mass vote. So I was looking it over, just like, this is not a good one.
Well, that's why the N64 list was
garbage. Yeah.
Okay, so you're going with Charlotte for your 3. I'm going to go with Deadpool from Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
My next, I will go with Fulgore from Killer Instinct.
Ooh, a Killer Instinct. All right, for my number 4, I am going to go with Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat 2 specifically.
I'm going to go with number 5 will be Horong from Tekken.
Okay. My number 5 is going to be Sonya Blade from Mortal Kombat 1 for the Game Gear because she was unstoppable on the Game Gear.
I like that. Reaching back to another fighting game that I really enjoyed. Eddie Gordo from the Tekken series.
Motherfucking Eddie Gordo.
Yeah.
I am going to go with, for my number 6, I'm going to reach way back, and choose Diablo from Primal Rage.
Nice.
We need to play that sometime, too.
100%
We've talked
agree.
about
We talked about it
that.
so much. We have to do it.
Yeah.
My next one will be Lion from Virtual Fighter 3.
I never played Virtual Fighter 3.
Yeah.
Is Lion an actual lion?
No, he does like
Jeremy Irons?
he has like lion style or mantis style. It was the one that was in my local Mr. Gaddy's Pizza. Shake and I played the shit out of that game.
My number 7 is from another game that I really want to play for the show, which is TMNT Tournament Fighters. I'm going to go...
Wingnut. Yeah, I knew it. I knew you were going Wingnut.
Wingnut. I'm going Raphael.
It's good. Okay. Going back to other fighting games that I thoroughly enjoyed. Okay, here's a weird one. A guy that I was really good at when I bought this game. The Street Fighter EX Plus Alpha character Crackerjack.
I don't remember Crackerjack
because he had like the bowler hat.
Oh yeah,
and he was the white
yeah.
and black stripe.
Yeah, okay, I remember him now. I don't know why I wouldn't have remembered that name. It's very distinct. I am gonna go with Sephiroth from Air Guys.
Man.
I don't know why he wasn't a number 1 pick. Did you play that game?
Yeah.
Because I remember it's bad. Not only is it bad, but like I remember playing as Sephiroth, and it's just like
dead. I will go with. Oh, who did I just have? What fighter just came back to me for my number 9 position? Oh, damn it! I just had it. what did I love?
I know. I stunned you.
Ge-
I stunned you with Sephiroth.
Geese from Guilty Gear.
I never played Guilty Gear.
Yeah, I played that a lot with Ramon.
Yeah, that's a gap in my fighting game history. And I never played much Soul Calibur either. Okay, so for my, what are we on? 8? Oh, we're on 9. For my number 9, I'm going to go with Luke Skywalker from the Star Wars fighting game, which I'm sure you remember for the PlayStation. I had to look it up because I never pronounce it correctly. Masters of Teras Kasi.
All right.
That was a bad game. But it was one of those where it was like, this is bad and I know it's bad, but I really enjoy it because I get to make these ridiculous fucking things happen that would never happen.
I'm going to say it's from an awful game, but he is by far the most powerful person in this game. The Beast from Shaq Fu.
All right, perfect. For my number 10, I think we're on 10. I am going with Kirby from Super Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers. That's nice. I need to delve into that as well. So then I will go Princess Peach from Super Smash Brothers.
All right, now this is where it starts to get, I have to choose more characters from the same franchise, or I'm going to have to come up with more fighting games real quick. Okay, you're gonna have to help me out on this. I know who I want, but I can't remember his name. Okay. You're more familiar with Tekken than I am. What is the name of the character who is like, he's essentially the Jackie Chan in the game, where he's a cop
on martial law.
Martial law. Yes, I'm going with martial law.
I'm my next one. I think this is my 12th one. You just gave your last 11, and now it's my 12th one. Your 12. For my 12th one, I will go with Nurse Valentine. Maybe her name was from Skullgirls.
All right. Perfect. You know who I'm going with, right?
Big Ban from Skullgirls.
Man, you took mine from Skullgirls. No,
you mean get another guess?
Yes.
King Arthur from Marvel's Capcom 3.
You know what, man? You're good with him.
Yeah.
I'm not good with Arthur on Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I am gonna go with Terry Bogard.
King of Fighters.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because we have to mention that franchise.
Yeah, it's true. You're right.
So he's my last pick because no one really gives a shit about him. More people give a shit about Luke Skywalker in the Star Wars fighting game than they do Terry.
Very right. Good question, Phil. Thank you. I had fun with that.
I like that.
And that did take our time.
All right, let's wrap it up.
So I know this is more of an unconventional episode that we kind of had to cobble together last minute. So I still hope it was somewhat enjoyable.
Train wreck, I think. Yeah, that's the right.
I mean, what happens? We're not going to miss a show. So
6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other.
So we gave you an okay one. So
yeah, you're welcome.
There you go. Thanks for listening, everybody. Find the show on iTunes, SoundCloud, or Stitcher. So you didn't miss the next episode. We're going to be talking about Out to Lunch for the SNES.
All right.
And that'll be the last game maybe before we try to start Genesis. I don't know. Maybe one more week after that. Don't know for sure. We still have to decide on a list. So
I'm not going to lie. I want to get more feedback from listeners on which Genesis list we should do, but I am really interested in doing the list that Ruby Bear and Paul Clue.
Yeah, I think that list you'll be hard pressed to beat that list.
Here's my problem with it, and I will post that list in the show notes for this episode. So if you're listening and you want to check out how your list stacks up against this digital trends list, you can find a link there. Here's my problem with the list.
Is it the Lost World being on it, not the Raptor?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
And I was amazed when I saw the Lost World on there because I had the Lost World for SNES, and I'm really curious like how different it is.
Yeah.
Because the SNES version, that's like done in the Genesis style of Jurassic Park, as opposed to the top-down overhead view that was in the SNES version. So I'm really, really interested in playing that. My problem with it, with this list from Digital Trends is right off the fucking bat, Madden NFL 94.
Yeah.
A game that I don't want to play, and we've already talked about, I think, on like episode 34.
Okay, here's the thing. I think if we've covered the game already,
Yeah.
then I think we should check it out briefly and mention the differences. Other than that, if there's a game for the Genesis that's on the list that we want to try,
Maybe something on the eventually list.
eventually, or just something on Genesis we just want to try.
Okay.
Like, I'm interested, this game's on the list, but I want to try it.
Yeah.
We've already done this game.
Yeah.
Here's Dave's substitution. Bam. The next one, here's Tyler's substitution. Bam.
Okay, cool. I love that idea. I think that's great, and I love checking it out to see if there are any differences.
Yeah.
I'm
So no Shadowrun is 100%
Oh,
a
yeah.
different game.
Yeah.
So it had Shadowrun on the list.
Yeah.
That's what made me be like, okay, they thought about this list. It's not just crowdsourcing.
Yeah.
I like this.
I'm on board. So as of right now, I feel like that list that Paul submitted is in the lead.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm with you 100%. So, yeah, was feedback. See what we're going to do after that. Maybe after lunch, we talked about doing that with Ryan
Yeah.
already. So that's tentatively that. And then after that, hopefully, Nicole will be feeling better and we can
Wrap
do
up
Little
the
Fears retrospective. Yep. So please, if you like this show, find us on iTunes. Go to find Tadpog, subscribe, give the show a 5-star rating, write a review. If there's a guest host you want for a show, a game you want us to play, or request for Patreon, whatever that is, leave it there. We promise. Whatever you include in that 5-star rating review, we'll get to that eventually.
Don't worry, guys. Like Tyler said, we're going to be back. We're going to be talking about Out to Lunch, apparently.
Yeah.
And you said Ryan's going to be in on that?
Yeah, Ryan said he'd be down for that.
Awesome. I love that we can get Ryan.
Yep.
The whole time that we were recording in his house, we couldn't get him on the show.
Right.
Except for the second where he brought Spam in.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Or told me that Danielle was worried about me doing stuff in his carpet.
Yeah.
So that's
I
fine.
forgot about that. So until then, until you hear that episode, you can always find us on tadpog.com. That's where the show notes live. That's where you can find a link to the list that Paul suggested that we do. You can find us on Facebook. We're at facebook.com/tadpog. There's a lot of cool people there. They're doing a lot of cool shit. Thanks for giving us your feedback there. That is, in my personal opinion, I think that is like the most immediate place where you can leave feedback on a particular episode.
Yep.
You can find us on Twitter. We're at tadpog_podcast. It's cumbersome, I realize. Thank you to everybody who retweets us, especially our episode announcements. Taryn, I don't blame you if you don't retweet this one like you do most of ours, because we said pussy so goddamn much. I get it. I do. I get it. I also expect an angry call from you, so I know that's going to happen. We're going to get to that probably in like September. We'll get to that call. What else? You can call us if you want. If you want to be one of the people who gets a call played at the end of an episode or on an all-call show, give us a ring at 270-883-2555. Try to keep it under 3 minutes. Also, you can text that number if you want to, and I will read it, and I promise that I'll fuck it up. We have a Patreon.
Yeah.
If you would like to donate to the Patreon, we would appreciate it. We've bought some new equipment recently from Patreon funds that's going to allow us to hopefully do some cool shit and not be limited to the number of players we have when we do actual plays.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that. We have a gigantic new soundboard that I'm looking at right behind me.
Yeah.
And it looks pretty badass. It reminds me of when we started this show and like how amazing I thought this soundboard was that we're still using right now. And I still think this is a trusty girl right here. I love this soundboard.
You know, name her?
Beryl.
Beryl?
Beryl.
Beryl?
Yeah.
Okay. the copper dragon Beryl.
I was thinking the character from Sailor Moon.
Oh.
But if you would like to donate to the Patreon, we would appreciate it. If you got a buck or two to kick in, that goes a real long way. We, as an incentive, we do monthly bonus episodes. which I think for the most part have been excellent episodes.
Yeah.
And that is exclusive to Patreon donors. So visit us at patreon.com/tadpog. We'd love it if you kick in whatever you can.
Yeah.
I mean, just whatever. And thank you very much to our donors who are already patrons.
If there's something you want to send us, like Michael H. sent us an amazing package full of games that we'll be getting to sooner rather than later.
Yeah. That's one that we should do. We should do Musha that he sent.
You're right.
We should do that in place of one of the Genesis games that we've already played for the SNES.
Very correct. I didn't think about that. You're right. And then let's see. I think Josh brought us one too. That spooky game with the kid, the
Poltergeist?
Poltergeist, yeah. But so anything you want to send us, send it to Tadpog Studios, care of Nicole Nance, P.O. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002. And we've got an Instagram. Now I have a lot of stuff to put on Instagram. I just need to actually do it. Now I'm finally finished unpacking in my house, so should have more time to do that. So please follow us at Tadpog_podcast on Instagram. Our theme song is Moves by Sycamore Drive. Link to that track can be found in the show notes at tadpog.com. How would you have to close this out, Dave?
It's like Sun Squirrel.
Sun Squirrel? All right. Oh, she's going to be so mad. She's going to be so mad. I can't show the picture of Sun Squirrel, but I can...
Well, you can do the voice of Sun Squirrel.
So until next time... Hoi.
Hey guys, this is Timbo Large.
That'd be a pretty good porn name.
Timbo.